If you fall, he says, and you need to reach up to a comrade for help, he says, so what?
Vayner speakers.
Sir, are you familiar with the concept of moral injury as popularized by Dr. Sherman at Georgetown?
Yeah, and Dr. Sherman is great and a fascinating professor and scholar of Stoicism. She wrote a book called Stoic Warriors, right?
Yeah.
Which is just fascinating. Yes, go ahead.
With that concept in mind, the concept of moral injuries is a hazard of our profession. Do you have some thoughts on, if those of us have experienced it, whether combat or non-combat related, how you locate that experience within the broader tapestry of your life?
Yeah, I think this also pertains to what we were just talking about, processing one's emotions, right? If one feels things or one experiences something, one has questions about something, and we tell ourselves, that's uncomfortable, that's dark, I don't like it, I feel bad about it, we stuff that down. I think it tends to come exploding out. This is true, and not just in your work lives, but this is true issues from our childhood, issues in our marriage, things we go through. If we don't deal with those, if we don't process those things, it metastasizes, or the effects of it compound. And I think that is the problem with the image of the Stoic warrior, which is, I do this stuff, this is who I am, I'm the professional, and so I'm not feeling it. You are feeling it. There's another great book, I'm forgetting the author's name, it's Dutch, I think. It's called The Body Keeps Score. And basically the idea is that we're feeling these things. We feel deeply, our body tracks all the things that happened to us from the moment we're born. And this idea that even if you're not feeling it, even if you're not dealing with it, the consequences are there. So obviously therapy is a part of this, relationships are a part of this, sharing, connecting with others is a big part of this, which I think we have to understand as being part of the Stoic experience. I don't have a great answer for you other than have to deal with it. We have to find our own way through that experience. But the idea of being the Stoic warrior who doesn't feel that thing, I think, is to miss the point. And one of my favorite passages in Marcus Aurelius' Meditations, one of the few passages where he deals with his sort of military experience directly, he says, we're like soldiers storming a wall. He says, if you fall, he says, and you need to reach up to a comrade for help, he says, so what? And his point is, asking for help is not only not something to be ashamed of, it's so normal to him, it's so part of what being a Stoic philosopher is. He's like shrugging at it, but he's clearly not shrugging at it because he's having to remind himself that this is natural and normal and he should be able to do it.